Hi everyone, this video is an introduction to TMUX. By the end of this video, you will start using TMUX and its basic features and concepts. This will be a multi-part series, so please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified on future TMUX videos and all things Linux. Let's jump right in. The first thing I'll do is remote to our server. If we type TMUX ls, we are told there's no server running. A TMUX server manages all of your sessions, windows, and panes, which we'll go into. But since we have no TMUX server yet, none of those entities exist. Assuming you have TMUX already installed, we fire up a TMUX server by simply typing TMUX. A lot just happened under the hood. First, because we didn't have a TMUX server already running, one was spun up for us, which we can confirm with this command, and now we have output. Our TMUX server then created a single session, then a window underneath that session, then a pane within that window, attached the new login shell to that pane, then presented that login shell to us. Therefore, the only thing we really saw was the login shell. Information about all of this is given to us by the TMUX client, which is this green status bar here at the bottom. Going from left to right, we have our session number, window, and window name. The asterisk tells you which window you are currently in, host name, time, and date. So where's the pane number?
Burt Reynolds.
Who is Scooby-Doo?
Here's how you view it. Type Control-B, then Q. And here we have the pane number and its dimensions. Control-B is called your prefix key. Hitting our prefix key says we want to send the following keystrokes to the TMUX client, not our shell. I'll show you 3 benefits of using TMUX to wrap up this introduction video. If we run a continuous ping, notice that our prompt is tied up and won't return to us until the command is finished. So if we want to monitor this command but get another shell, one way is to split the current window into a second pane. To do that, type Control-B, then double quotation mark. This did a vertical split. We still have one TMUX window, but now we have 2 panes, which we can confirm with the Q command once again. And this is our first benefit of TMUX. We can continue to work without waiting for the previous command to finish. We just split the window. A second close benefit is we didn't have to open another SSH connection and re-authenticate to get that second shell. Another way of getting a new login shell is to create a new window. Type Control-B, then Control-C. At the bottom, TMUX tells us we have a second window, and again the asterisk tells us we are in it. To go forward through the window list, type Control-B, then in. We were at the end of our window list, so we just looped back to the beginning. Now here's the third benefit to wrap up this video. If we need to disconnect from our server, but keep our shells running, what do? We do a detach with Control-B, then D. Notice, we only detached from the TMUX server. We are still logged into our remote server. Type exit, and now we are actually disconnected. If we want to check on our work, we first reconnect to the server, and we can see our TMUX session is still running. Now to reattach to an existing session, do not type TMUX by itself. If we were to hit enter at this point, it would actually create another session, which we'll cover in the next video, but you can go back to the man page if you want to get a head start. Add attach, then hit enter, and you will reconnect to the previous session. This wraps up our TMUX introduction. The 3 main benefits shown here were quickly getting another login shell, getting said shell without having to launch another SSH login, logging out of the remote server, but letting your work continue to run. There's so much more to cover in TMUX, and we will in this series. But let me know in the comments if this video was enough to get you started, or post any questions you have about what was covered in this video. Thank you, and have a great day.